Welcome back, guys. In this video we are going to talk about jumping timelines, and we're going to look at actually what is the actual process for jumping timelines. We're going to break it down. We're going to look at what it is, how it works, and why do it. By the end of this video, I'm going to give you a very simple process so that you can actually jump, change, and transform your reality using this very simple model, this very simple process that I'm about to share with you. All right. So the first thing I want to do with you is break down this concept of timelines, jumping, changing, shifting timelines, because this is a topic that is often made very complex, very scientific with the quantum physics and all these things. The reality is, though, is that you don't need to really understand the depth of quantum physics and timelines and parallel realities and all of these to make it work. In the same way that you use electricity and you probably don't know how it works, where it comes from, and the essence of electricity. So in the same way, you can use your mind to change your reality, to shift into a potential reality in the future that is better for you, that is more desirable, that is aligned with the life that you really want to live. And that is the essence of changing timelines. So let's break it down and have a look at the board here, because it's very, very simple when we break it down. This here represents your life right here, right now. This is where you are in your current reality, in the current present moment. Whenever you're watching this video, this is where you are in your life. Now, we can agree that you are where you are because your life, your past, brought you here. Everything you've done from the moment you were born, all the decision, action, thoughts, all of this led you exactly right here, right now, in this present moment. And your life is a representation of who you are. Okay, so your money, the relationships you have, the career, the job, the health, the body, your self-image, your self-concept, all of this is here and now as it is. Now, that's easy to understand. Here is where it gets very interesting and very exciting, is that the future is blank. It is yours to create, it is yours to choose. And if we look at quantum physics basically tells you that everything exists in a state of waves potential. What does that mean? It means that there is an infinite amount of possibilities in the future. In real term, there is no future. There is only this moment now in which you interact with the quantum field, in which you generate the next experience, the next timeline, the next future that you create based on who you are being right now. So we could say that there is an infinite amount of version that could represent your future like and what it could look like. So we could say that it looks something like that. All right, a lot of different timelines where you can experience a whole different future if you choose to. Now, for a lot of people, the future looks very much a continuation of the past, because they simply remain the same person with the same concept, the same thoughts, and they let the current result think for them. And so what happens is that people tend to perpetuate and end up living a predictable future. But that does not have to be your way. Maybe you want to change something in your life. Maybe you want to change completely your life. Maybe you just want to lose weight, be sexier, start your own business, double your money. Maybe you want to find a special partner. Whatever the future is that you want to live and experience, it is a possibility in the quantum field, meaning it is already there, it already exists. The only thing is, will you create it? Out of the infinite amount of possibilities, which future potential do you choose to experience? And that has everything to do with where you are now and applying the process that I'm about to tell you, that I'm about to give you, that I'm about to share with you in this process. Because let's face it, okay? Let's say you want to experience this future reality here, right? And this one will make you happier, will make you richer, more fulfilled, and it's kind of like the life that you truly desire. So you can say now that there is already a way for you to tune in that reality, for you to make it happen. And with the process I'm about to show you, this is exactly how you're going to tune in into the future reality in order to collapse the infinite waves, the wave function, into a reality and draw that experience to you. Does that make sense? This is why we are always in the process of creating. You see, the future is always in a state of wave. It doesn't exist. It's not here yet. It exists. Everything exists in an unmanifested world. But based on who you are being right now and what you tune in, how you use your mind, you will grow, create, or perpetuate certain situation in the future. And you could even make it worse if you start to go with the doubt, the fear, and all these kind of things. Does that make sense? So the process is extremely simple. I want to keep this video very, very simple for the purpose of you being able to use it, because the mind has this tendency to overthink and overcomplicate everything, and it does not need to be complex for it to work in your life. The first thing you want to do, and this is how this works, the first thing you need to do is know who that person is. What do you want your future to look like? Because if you don't have a picture of your future, if you don't have an idea, if you don't know what you really want, you're just going to drift. And when I say drift, if you're lucky, you get more of the same, or you're going to end up worse. And that's not something that anybody wants. Okay, I hope. So what does the future look like for you? What do you really want? And then one of the best way to tune in into the future reality, for it to materialize, for it to become a reality, is to use a hypnotic meditative state to tune in that reality in the present moment. Okay, so the way it works, you find a quiet space at home when you're not doing anything, when you can take 10, 15, 20 minutes, you sit down, you relax. Okay, what does that make is that it makes you very suggestible. It opens your subconscious mind to new information. It helps you connect to the quantum field. And then what you do is that in your imagination, you go and you become that person now. So you see yourself in that future reality, living it, being it, embodying it, having that result, having that relationship, waking up in the morning in that new house, whatever that may be that you want to create in your future, however you want that future to look like for you, you go there. When it's already done, you are already that person, and you live it, right? This is what the Neville Goddard would say, live it. You go to the wish fulfill and live that. What you do when you do that, if we talk about quantum physics, is that you become a match to that potential, to that wave. You are collapsing that wave of potential out of all the waves, all the possibilities in the universe. You are collapsing this one because the act of observing, i.e. the act of thinking, the act of embodying emotionally something in your mind, is the act of creating. This is 101 quantum physics, okay? So as you spend time there, and you think and you feel, what you're doing is that you become a vibrational match to that future reality in the moment now. You are becoming now here a match to that timeline. And if you remain in that energy, and if you remain in that self-concept, and if you remain aligned with that self-concept, with that person here, there is no other way than for that timeline to manifest in your reality. Okay? This is the easy part. The challenging part is that when you open your eyes and you come back to the 3D, your old reality here is going to show you that you might not be there yet. Maybe you see your bank account, maybe you see yourself you're single, maybe you see yourself, there's still the old car in your driveway, or the old job that you don't like, and all these kind of things. And this is where people let the environment tune them back into the old reality. And this is where people go wrong, right? Is that they do that process for 20 minutes, and then for the rest of the day, they're in and out, and they spend a lot of time here, visualizing, thinking, worrying, bitching, complaining, feeling like a victim, and imagining that their life is remaining the same, or at best a little bit better, or often far worse. You are always drawing, you are always creating, because you're not just creating or manifesting when you are in that meditative state. You are always in the process of creating, because now is the point of power. And every thought you have, every habit, every action, every decision, every interaction and decision that you make is creating, whether it's that timeline, this one, or this one. So the future is always dynamically unfolding based on who you are being, especially your most dominant thought, your most dominant state of consciousness. So then what is the next step in this secret easy formula? Is that you must remain connected energetically throughout the day, no matter what happens, no matter what you see. You must live your day to the best of your ability, without driving yourself crazy, without beating yourself up, without whatever. To the best of your ability, be that person. That means that you must think, feel, and act. And this is a key here, because a lot of people don't like to act. Yeah, they want things to happen for them. They want God, the universe, to manifest things for them without them doing shit about it. And this is where people get wrong, is because that person here is taking different kind of action than that person here. And really, I'm gonna say it again, that person here, I guarantee you, is doing different actions, different decisions, no matter how tiny they might be, than that person here. It might be just speaking to yourself differently. It might be being nicer to other people. It might be, being more disciplined. It might be working out. It might be investing money. It might be starting your own business. It might be facing one of your fears. I don't know what that action is or those actions are, but that person here is on a different level, because that person is doing, thinking, feeling, and doing things that is different from that version, that version, or that version. So as you tune in every day for 10, 20, 15 minutes a day, and you become, and you let your body remember your future, and tell your subconscious mind, this is what I want to create. Life will start to give you opportunities, and then as the day goes by, you continue to think, feel, and act to the best of your ability. And if you slip back, it's okay. You just bring yourself up. If you slip back 1,000 times, just bring yourself back 1,001. Okay? And just see how it unfolds. That's the first way you can do it. Now, some of you will also mention, what about the past? If I change my past, will I also automatically change my future? That's a very good question, okay? And I want to spend some time here, because your past, you see, also exists in endless different timelines. Because the past is gone, it only exists in your memory, in your imagination. So as you revisit your past, any event in your past, and you change it, and you learn from it, and you see it differently, and you forgive, and you grow, and you learn, and you change that outcome. You are changing your past. Now all of a sudden you find yourself here. Okay? And so that's why letting go of memories and emotions and things that happen in your past is changing who you are being in the present moment. And who you are being in the present moment contributes to who you're becoming in the future. So yes, your past, as you change it, as you let go, as you revise it, will influence who you are being right now, the decisions you make, how you think, feel, and act, what's triggering you. Once you start releasing some of that emotional load, some of that emotional belief, some of that baggage that you've been carrying on with you for a long time, what's going to happen is that here, you're no longer being the same person. So, you're no longer a match to that future reality. You're becoming a match to something greater, because you became more, because you've changed. And as you changed, everything in the future has to change. So this is another way to do it. So the way I recommend you to go about it is that you do both. When you become aware of something triggering you, of thoughts and beliefs and emotion of the past that comes back to bother you, see them as a messenger that invites you to revise, to let go, to work on yourself, and to choose to change your past, because your past does not need to be your future. And then go and condition yourself every single day to tune in into that future reality, to tell your subconscious mind exactly who and what and how you want to live your mind. And then throughout the day, to the best of your ability, remain faithful, think, feel, and act as that person will be. even if it's making slightly smaller decisions, different decisions, thinking, affirming differently, pumping yourself up emotionally. And if you do that, there is no way your future remains the same. Absolutely no way. And this is the process of changing timeline and creating a better future for yourself. I hope this makes sense, guys. I wanted to keep it extremely simple so that you can use it, you can apply it, and you can actually work with this model. It's very powerful, but it works if you work it. Let me know what you think down in the comment, guys. If you like this type of videos, as always, like, share, and subscribe to this channel so that you can be notified for every new videos. I will see you next time. Be well.